You better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling this war. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. Adrenaline pressure, it's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key control by fight or flight. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you're well. I found a mistake in my intro. I changed it up and I just found a mistake, so I need to go back and fix that later. Well, I'm glad yesterday I didn't go live because today I hear is Mental Health Day. So I'm pretty glad that I'm doing this on Hey Macaz on Mental Health Day. This subject is near and dear to my heart. Hi Tony, how are you? Um, because I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. But when I was in my early 20s, I was diagnosed with bipolar, anxiety, and that's how I lived my adult life, taking medicine for bipolar and anxiety. So I went my whole adult life, right? Then when the pandemic started, and that's when I started having, we started having video doctor visits, right? And I was seeing this new psychiatrist, and he diagnosed me with BPD. And when I started researching it and reading about it, it broke me. It really broke me because now I know why I was the way I was my whole adult life and still am some, but in therapy and trying my best. since I was just diagnosed with it a few years ago, um, I'm trying. And it's pretty sad that I have to live the last years of my life knowing that I have this illness when my whole life, my 20s and my 30s, I didn't even know what was wrong with me. I knew something was wrong with me. I didn't know what. Hey, Jasan Oki, I'm so glad you're here. Um, and then I hear all these people on YouTube every time something goes wrong with somebody. Oh my God, they got borderline personality disorder. And I'm like, if people really knew what it was, if I feel like this, if people understood what borderline personality disorder was, people who have it will feel less offended, less attacked. I feel like people will understand who I am and why I am the way I am. That's really why I did this live. It's embarrassing to say you have BPD. At least for me, it is. I think it's because, hold on, you sip. I'm a Diet Coke. Hey, Rock Jim. Oh my God. It's good to see all the purple family in here. Thank you. Um, it's embarrassing to say that I have BPD. The symptoms are embarrassing. The whole thing is just embarrassing. And I read that borderline personality disorder was one, if not the worst mental health illness you can have. So we're going to go through this and maybe you'll see some of me in it. Oh my gosh, I had my vape on my mouse pad and I grabbed it and it's like almost the same size as my mouse. I was trying to use it. Thank you. What is BPD? Borderline personality disorder is a mental health condition that affects a person's emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. The symptoms of BPD can be quite varied, but some of the most common symptoms include intense mood swings, fear of abandonment, that is one of my major ones. My ex complained all the time because I would always say, "Are you going to leave me? Are you going to leave me?" Like when someone, if I get in an argument with someone, um, I feel like they're going to leave my life. And it's scary. And I'm going to tell you why at the end of this. But unstable relationships, we already know this. Romantic relationships or friendships. It's what the fuck ever. It is what it is. Impulsive behavior, definitely have that. And a distorted sense of self-image. What's scary to me is that I have all 9 symptoms. And that's what's scary to me. Here we go. Another common symptom of BPD is a fear of abandonment. People with BPD may go to great lengths to avoid real or imagined rejection, including clinging to relationships that are unhealthy and even abusive. And that could be why I stayed in an abusive relationship for 8 years. I don't know. But even though I got beat, I didn't want him to leave because I didn't want to be alone. And it's not that I didn't love myself, that I didn't want to be alone. It's, well, maybe it is because of self distorted self image, but I don't know. And I think that's why when I have a friendship, I do everything in my power to keep that friendship. I don't know if that would be called clinging to relationships. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. People with BPD may also struggle with maintaining stable relationships, as their intense emotions and fear of abandonment can make it difficult to form and maintain healthy connections with others. This is me right here. That's me. And I don't like it at all. But what can I do? Nothing. I just have to deal with it and deal with the loss. And that's all. Finally, people with BPD may have a distorted sense of self image, feeling as though they are fundamentally flawed or worthless. This can lead to feelings of shame, self loathing, and a sense of emptiness. It is just Dan Oki. It is. And that's what upsets me so much is the stigma that, it's so bad. And the people, like, I feel like ever since the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, and she was diagnosed with BPD, and she's such a horrible person, I feel like they took that and now just base everyone with borderline personality disorder. And when they say borderline personality disorder, what's the first thing that comes into my mind? Amber Heard and the horrible person she is. And that's what upsets me so much, so much. But then I don't know. I know this is hard. Borderline personality disorder usually begins by early adulthood. The condition seems to be worse in young adulthood and may gradually get better with age. Mm, no. Hopefully it does now that I'm in treatment, but not just regular. Not for me. Who borderline personality disorder affects how you feel about yourself, how you relate to others, and how you behave. And I just want to tell y'all, there's no medicine for BPD. Um, there's medicine for the mood swings. There's medicine for anxiety, but and depression, but there's no medicine for BPD. The only treatment for BPD is CBD or DBT treatment. It's DBT is diabolic. Dia, I don't remember the. It starts with the D. Of course, it's DBT, behavioral therapy. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of it. Thank you, Tony. That's why I'm doing this. If Crystal's in here, hi, I have her blocked. All right, these are the symptoms. And when I read them, if you know me, if you know me, known me for a while, you will see. I hate saying that. An intense fear of abandonment, even going to extreme measures to avoid real or imagined separation or rejection. I got to the point where I would cut myself. If I felt like I was being rejected or if I felt like I was losing someone important in my life. Like um, one time, me and a guy broke up and I cut myself. I was cutting myself and my brother found me and called 911 or whatever, whatever. But it was because it was over this. Like every time I've always had an episode where I wanted to do that or, try to. It was over feeling the loss of someone. It didn't matter, family, romantic, friendship, whatever. And I will tell you that I often, when I was younger, I did often say I was going to do it in fear of the. I've told my ex that so many freaking times it's not even funny. But it's me. What are you gonna do? I don't know. A pattern of unstable, intense relationships, such as idealizing someone one moment and then suddenly believing the person doesn't care enough or is cruel. Mods and Patreon and Purple Family. You know, rapid changes in self identity and self image that include shifting goals and values and seeing yourself as bad or as if you don't exist at all. Thank you. CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy. But what is DBT? I think I keep wanting to saying diabolical, but that's like evil shit, right? My point, the thing with me is that nobody wants to understand it. Like even my ex-boyfriend, he was like, "There's nothing wrong with you. The only thing wrong with you is all that medicine you take." Tony, I thought so. That's why I didn't want to say it. And I want to I'm going to have to Google the crap now. It's all on the top of my papers and I can't even think of it right now. Dialect dialectical. Dialectical. I knew it was die something. It wasn't diabolical though. Okay. Periods of stress related paranoia and loss of contact with reality, lasting from a few minutes to a few hours. This happened to me for the first time about a month ago, and I immediately got on my chart and messaged my doctor. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh my God. And if Crystal's in here, I know she can verify all this stuff that I'm saying in here because she's the only one that I really talk to the most. And God dog, it's a freaking dog. Dang it. All right. Rapids. Okay, I already did that. Impulsive and risky behavior, such as gambling. When I was in Louisiana, mostly when I was doing meth, I was addicted to gambling. It was so bad. So bad. Reckless driving. The only thing I have is like road rage. Unsafe sex. Spending sprees. Yeah, I like to waste. Like, I don't have money to waste, but binge eating or drug abuse or sabotaging success by suddenly quitting a job or ending a positive relationship. Okay, here we go. Of course, I am um I am bulimic. I don't do it now, but just like an addict I was, therefore I still am. Um I would binge eat and then I would throw up just to eat more, not to lose weight. And I would watch anorexic and bulimic people on TV and it would scare me. And I was like, this was like, I did it like in my childhood and even when the first part of my marriage and nobody knew. And so I went to the doctor and I was like, I'm making myself throw up. And he was like, I don't believe you because you're not losing weight. And I'm like, I'm not doing it to lose weight. I'm doing it to eat more. And whatever, nothing happened. So then years later, I changed doctors. And he went from A to Z with me, from start to finish, everything. And he did all kind of tests and everything to make sure I was okay. Well, I told him about throwing up and he immediately ordered a scope. I had the scope and of course he's going to say this, but I'm scared anyway. He said if I make myself throw up one more time, I'm going to have esophageal cancer. And I ain't trying. I ain't trying to get it. So it is what it is. I stopped immediately. Immediately. And then of course suicidal threats or behavior of self-injury. Look right here. Bam, often in response to fear of separation or rejection. What did I just tell you? I would cut myself. One time I took um too many pain pills and Klonopin, and I went park in the bar behind the bar, and then I would cut myself. I used to be a cutter. And if it scares me because we found out that Nevaeh was cutting herself, but she doesn't anymore, thank God. Hey, Joe's Place, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. I missed you. Okay, this is what people I wish realized. Because I think if they knew what triggered us and didn't do it, we wouldn't be triggered to go into an episode. Does that make sense, or am I just hoping and wishing? I don't know. Usually, these mental disorders are related to lifelong experiences and trauma, which takes a dig on the mental health during the maturity age. This is why I was told I have borderline personality disorder. I don't remember if y'all were in here the other day. Somebody was on panel talk. We were talking, and I said I think I love too much and help too much because I don't know the feeling of being loved ever as a child or as an adult. Um, as a child, my parents fought my whole childhood, even my adulthood. That's why they're divorced now. Um, but we always got what we wanted because they had money. My parents owned not a convenience store, a grocery store when I grew up. From the time I was born to time I think I was 17. But when I was two, 2021, I got married, and the end of that year, we moved up to Flagstaff because that's when they bought the convenience store. But anyway, they had the grocery store, and we had money. We got whatever we wanted. We did whatever we wanted. We went on vacations. Every weekend, we were on trips. Like, we always did something and got what we wanted. But when we did something as a family, my parents always fought in front of everyone, and it was so embarrassing. And, hey, Jariah, and I have a brother, little brother. We're only 15 months apart. But like, dude, okay, let me give you an example. We would go to Disney World, right? And we would be like in line to for a ride or something, like anything, just something. We would just be there. And then they would start arguing and get loud, and it was embarrassing. So we got material stuff, but we never got the emotional support that we needed. We never got the I love you. We never got the hugs. We never got the I'm there for you or anything. It was totally not like that at all. It was me and my brother versus my parents, is how we felt. And I feel that way because I never smoked weed until I was 40 years old because I hated it. I hated it my whole life because I felt like my parents chose weed over me and my brother my whole childhood. And I think that's why I hated it so much my whole life. And then I started smoking it when my I asked my ex if I would smoke weed with him if he would quit doing meth. Of course, he agreed but lied. So that's when I started smoking. And it was off and on, not much until I moved to a legalized state here in Arizona. And that's a different story. Jariah's in Arizona. What's up? Boom. We are going to cop it in what? What, Kaz? Is that some Australian lingo again? I don't know. So, the main causes include inconsistent parenting style, not enough attention received, the experience of violence at home, family history of psychiatric disorders, and childhood trauma. Every single one. Every single one. I had such a fucked up life. Jeez. And like I sit here and I'm like, why? What did I do in my life so bad that I have to suffer? That I had to suffer with this my whole life, not knowing why I was the way I was. And now in my 40s, when the end part of my life, I know what it is, and now I have to try to fix everything. I just asked that question. What did I do? That was so horrible to have to live like this. What do you need to know about borderline personality disorder? People with BPD tend to have extreme mood swings, going from happy to suicidal to angry and back to happy in a matter of hours. It is very different than bipolar. Mood is very reactive. It's not done purposefully. Please know it's not done purposefully. The emotions themselves are out of whack. This is hard. Wait, is that the air conditioner you talking about then? Cobbett in summer. We had a hot summer too, and we're supposed to have I know y'all had a cold winter. Okay. A person with BPD may be affectionate and doting, but within a few hours, their emotional state may switch. They may feel smothered or overwhelmed. This can lead them to push away the partner they had just been drawing closer. With treatment and continual support from family and partners, which I never had, I've had more support from people on YouTube that I don't even know than my own family who don't even want to realize what I'm going through or what this is. They just think I'm normal. I'm not normal. I'm far from normal. With treatment and continual support from family and partners, people with BPD can have successful relationships. Read on to find out how it's possible and what you can do if your partner has BPD. No, I didn't say over. I said halfway over the end part of my life. Okay. However, people with BPD can be exceptionally caring, compassionate, and affectionate. In fact, some people find this level of devotion from a partner pleasant. A person with BPD may also be very physical and eager to spend a lot of time with their partner because it's the fear of abandonment. At the same time, people with BPD are sensitive to abandonment or rejection. Many are hyper focused or perceive signs that a romantic partner isn't happy or may leave them. That's very true. When a person with BPD senses a shift in their partner's feelings, whether real or imagined, they may immediately withdraw. They can become angry and hurt over something a person without BPD would not react to. They can even become obsessive. I'm 44. When do you turn 45, Joe? I'm older than you. So I was told I needed to change my name and put Stone Gator in it because people over on the Turtle Island side don't know me by Sweet Misery. They know me by Stone Gator. So that's why my name is that. And I think I'm gonna be on Turtle Island this season. So that's why I changed my name so people would know that that's who I was. If you're wondering why I have my gators. Oh, Penelope. Where are you, little baby? You're fine. Okay. Uh These emotional switchbacks can be difficult to handle. Sometimes they can lead to uncomfortable public scenes. The impulsive behavior, and I think my dad has BPD, and I think that was the problem with him. And my mom, Penelope, stop it. You're not coming up here. The impulsive behavior of a person with BPD may put that person or their partner at risk too. I never had problems in public. I was always embarrassed to like definitely trying to not make us come here, Penelope. What do you want? Hold on a second. Let me put her outside. I'm sorry. Outdoor. Come on, Brad. All right. Sorry about that. Y'all already know how she is. Yep, I'll be 45 in December, December 2nd. So I'm older than you. I didn't know that. I thought you were older than me, lady, like way older than me. Okay, I did that one. However, the stability of a partner may have a positive effect on the emotional sensitivities people with BPD experience. You know what I got from my relationship, from my partner dealing with BPD? You know how he dealt with it? He dealt with it by beating me. That's how he dealt with it. Thanks, Kev. I really love you for that, bruh. All right. The stability of a partner may have positive effects on the emotional. Okay. It may require a great deal of work from both partners, but long term relationships and marriages are possible for people with BPD. Aren't y'all glad to know that? I was married for 9 years, but I left him. And that was, I got married in '01 and divorced in 2010. If you or your partner has BPD, you can find ways to cope with the cycles of emotions that the condition causes. This can help you build a stronger, more resilient connection. And this is all I want my family to understand right here. This is it. And not one, not my mom, not my dad, not my brother. Not one person gives a fuck. So it is what it is. That's why I always say I'm alone. That's why I'm always alone. Because I've never had anything from anyone that made me not feel alone. So I like to be alone. People with BPD are good and compassionate, and they can have healthy relationships. It takes work, and lifelong challenges will remain. And and um, I question why, but I know why, and I hate them for it. I hate them for it, but I still love them. They're my parents. I'm gonna always love them, but I hate them for raising me the way they raised me and my brother. Um, I guess I was the bad seed of the family. My brother didn't get BPD. I, however, got everything from my dad. Everything. And my mom tells me all the time, I divorced him to get away from him and you act just like him. Like, thanks. That really makes me feel good, right? Right. That's how I get talked to. Um Therapists and doctors can work with you or your partner to develop a treatment plan. These healthcare providers can help you address the BPD symptoms that are most damaging to you and your relationship. He wouldn't even do that. Like, I was like, will you just come with me to the doctor and just listen to him and try to understand? And he was like, no, that doctor don't know what he's talking about. That doctor don't know you. I know you better than that doctor. Oh, Jesus. That's what I heard all the time. You got married in 2010. That's when I got my divorce. I love you too, Kazi. My Saggy. Our birthdays are only 4 days apart. Ways to improve your relationships with BPD. Learn about BPD. Ding, 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 ding. Part of caring for a partner with BPD. It feels like I need to be in a nursing home or something, or like I need somebody to sit here and care for me. Part of caring for a partner with BPD. It makes me feel like I can't do anything for myself when I read that. Is understanding what they're experiencing. That's all I want. Is that so hard? So that's why I'm doing this, so that people can understand. You don't have to go read it. I'm telling you. All you got to do is listen. I know. Listen to this voice, but you gotta. Um, Understanding the level of emotional disorder they experience can help you respond in a way that protects both of you from additional chaos. And you know what? I can't say that. My aunt tries, tries really hard. And she has a degree in this stuff, like not in psychology or anything like that, but and like she works with domestic violence and she works with parents of children with on the spectrum. She's a teacher at high school that teaches early adult education, early childhood something like that, one of them courses, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, my aunt, like when I get really upset if a comment's made and it really upsets me. Because my mom's a Leo. She'll say whatever the fuck she wants. She don't care whose feelings she hurts. Offer emotional support. Someone with BPD may feel very isolated because of their past. Offer your partner understanding and patience. It is possible for them to learn and have better behaviors. I wish Kevin would have learned all of this instead of deciding to beat me when I said the wrong things. People with BPD, oh, I already said that. Next page. Here we go. Treatment for BPD. The most common treatments for BPD include therapy. Dialectical behavioral therapy is commonly used with people who have BPD. A therapist will help you learn to respond to emotional situations with reason and proper judgment. This will reduce the what's that thinking, the belief that everything is black and white that so many people with BPD have. What's that word? Dicho- dichotomous? Dichotomous? Y'all don't laugh at me. But that's the whole issue is responding to emotional situations with proper judgment and reason. And y'all already know that's me. I guess I can go and block Crystal so I can see what she says. Oh wait. How do I even unblock people? Hello settings. Mm-mm-mm. I blocked you because it hurts seeing your name whenever I left. So I blocked you so I didn't have to see it. Um, it'll be under privacy, right? Oh yeah, blocked contacts. There we go. I know she probably don't care, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Um, oh Lord, I even got Alexis Lee blocked. Hello. Let me erase her too. All right. The rest of the people are staying there. Let me see if I can see her now. Okay, talk, Chris. Oh, yeah, I can now. Oh, yeah, Crystal's a Sag too. I think like it's my birthday, then a week later is Kaz's birthday, and then like a week later is Crystal's birthday. Mm, no, it wasn't impulsive. It was thought about. It wasn't anything anybody did wrong to me at all. It wasn't. It wasn't anything to do with anyone. It was to do with my channel, and that's it. That's all. Um, medication. There's no medication that can treat it, but antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, and antipsychotics may help treat some of the symptoms. I take Effexor for the depression. I take Lamictal for the mood swings, and I take Klonopin for the anxiety. He put me back on Klonopin because I can't even go to Walmart anymore without getting anxiety at all. I'm so dead serious. And hospitalization if you begin to show signs of self harm. I wanted to be admitted inpatient, not because I was going to hurt myself, but just because I wanted to be evaluated and make sure that I'm on the right medication and the right everything, just for like 72-hour evaluation. And my doctor said no, I didn't need it. And he wasn't putting me in the hospital unless I wanted to kill myself. And I don't want to. Cause that explains so much. I don't know what she said. Okay. So if you feel like you want to unalive yourself, if you feel sad, depressed, in a crisis, and you need to talk to somebody, you can text 988. It is a suicide and crisis lifeline, formerly known as National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Connecting with individuals with crisis counselors for emotional support and other services via web, chat, or texting 988. If you need it, call it, text it. I never did when I needed it. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't have any hate towards anybody. Okay. So, if you experience anxiety, loneliness, loss of relationships, or sadness, call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988. I mean, text 988, not call. Then you call. It's confidential, free, 24/7. Call 866-903-3787. Never silent. Can you put that in chat, please? I know you have all that already ready to go. If you or someone you know is experiencing symptoms of BPD, it is important to seek help from a mental health professional who can provide an accurate diagnosis and develop a treatment plan. With the right support and treatment, people with BPD can learn to manage their symptoms and lead fulfilling lives. And that is my hope, my goal. Oh, okay, never silent. It's okay. Thank you, Tony. I try to keep it that way. Okay. Um, so I wanted to ask a question. If I go unalive somebody, can my defense pretty please be that I have borderline personality disorder and severe anxiety and PTSD? Can that be my defense? You think I'll get off? Huh? What do y'all think? If you have borderline personality disorder, don't get discouraged. Many people with this disorder get better over time with treatment and can learn to live satisfying lives. Nope, what? And thanks for watching with me. Dang, that was only 45 minutes. Um, anyway, Crystal, did do you see some of this stuff that I just read? Um, talking to me for so long and knowing me like you know me, do you understand now why I am or was the way I am or was? Never silent. Like people that I've known for a long time or that I've talked to for a long time. I won't get out of jail. I don't know. Everybody else seems to try it. This one trial that I'm streaming right now, they're trying to blame the victim for having the mental health disorder. That's why they did what they did. It's craziness. Craziness, I tell you. Kaz came on my panel the other day, you guys. I loved it. I absolutely love her accent. Oh, wait. Y'all all did. It was me, Kaz, Joe, and somebody else. Thank you, Crystal. But like I also don't want people to be like, "Oh my god, like I have to feel sorry for her because she has this illness," or what is DG? If you have insight into your DG. Oh, Angela. Oh yeah, Angela. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Crystal. Oh, I thought diagnosis was DX. Sorry. I know that's why I say like when people go to court and they're like, he did it because he got bipolar and PTSD and ODD and ADHD and ABF, ABCD, XYZ. I don't know. All those letters. They all the defendants have this problem, right? So what that like if you knew you had this problem, why didn't you get help before you did it? That's what I don't understand. But people know, like my dad won't get treatment. My dad won't admit that he has a problem. And that was one difference between me and him. And that's why I think we clash so much because I know what he's going through and I know that he needs treatment and he's not getting it and I realize that I do have it, I admit it and getting help. I think that's why we clash because he doesn't understand me getting better and I don't understand why he doesn't want to get better. If that makes any sense. I don't know. Maybe my brother got my mom's side. I don't know. It's just my fucked up life. But I'm living it. Ain't going nowhere till the good Lord's ready to take me. I'm trying, y'all. Trying to get better. But the thing is that I don't recognize that it's going to happen until it's already happened. You know, my mouth speaks. I mean, all of you purple family, y'all know. Y'all know this is how I am. And I hope you understand this is why I am now. I don't expect you to accept it or whatever, but I just hope that you understand why I am the way I am and who I am. That's all I wanted. Tomorrow I have a huge live on why can't I think of her name? The the serial killer lady. AW. Oh my god, I cannot think of her. Wernos, what's her first name? Starts with an A. Oh my god. Aileen? Haha. I just remembered it. Kaz, you coming up? Come up and talk to me. Here. She's not gonna come up. I get up early for trials. Well, for this trial. Oh my gosh, it's so boring. Thank God it's almost over. And and then I do these at night. Ah, she said okay. Whoop whoop. Okay, sorry, I had to blow my nose from I know y'all made me cry so much. Hey, my love.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Well,
Thanks.
well,
Very
I know
good.
how you are. I'm a little upset you're upset. Don't be upset.
No, I'm not. I mean, I wasn't like crying because I was, well, I was, I'm upset because I have it, but it's just like, I don't know, just talking about it and everything, it gets to me. But I just hope that one, I could help someone with BPD, and two, someone understands me. That's all I want. If one person
I, un-
understands me, then I did
I,
this.
un- I
I know it.
understand you.
Crystal says she loves you to the moon and back, and Tony loves your accent.
Oh, I love you too. Miss you guys.
Kaz, you called me last night, but I was already going to bed. Sorry. You
That's
gotta
all right.
know, your evenings are my middle of the nights.
Well, that's what happens when you're alone. Huh? You want to talk to someone every now and then you, oh no, she's in America.
Yes. And then all I know is that you're a day ahead of me, and that when it's nighttime here, it's daytime there. That's all I know.
I am from the future.
And I know that you're my Rue Bear. That's her nickname is Rue Bear.
Yes, I've got a
And
new
I'm going
nickname
to
from Gator.
and I'm going to Australia just to get beat up by a kangaroo. Not to see Kaz, not to see Joe, not even to see Lily, which I haven't seen in a long time, but to get beat up by a
Oh,
kangaroo. Anyway, I want to say this. I hope that you guys decide to come back now that Avery's gone.
yeah, she's done naughty, naughty things.
So, yes, that is said. I want to say it before I forgot. I mean, everyone was welcome, but I know that's why everyone left. And now she's gone. So I just want to let everyone know. I know they probably haven't seen her in my lives in a few days, so they probably, you know, realized it. But
I knew it was going to happen. I just knew it. I tried to warn you, girl.
over a guy, nonetheless, a guy. A, a guy actually thought that I was prettier than Avery.
But he
Jealousy
was a
takes
player.
control.
At least you found out he was a player before you got too involved.
God, I already know, right? And I heard I got heard he got booted from that channel. Ah. She's left before. No, no, she's not left before. This is the first and only time because y'all already know once you go, you go. Fuck you. I'm done. That's just how I am. But I wanted y'all to know I never, like, I watch Laura all the time, but in the bushes, except I accidentally commented the other day. Rock Jim caught me. I was like, oops. But anyway, yeah, I watch Laura's all the time. I never had a problem with any of you. I left because I didn't want drama here, and I felt like if I stayed, especially a mod for Laura and all like Queen Bee and all of them, like I didn't want them to start coming over here and starting trouble here. You know what I mean? And I felt like that might happen because they were already calling me a turtle diddler and stuff. I'm not a turtle diddler. But I want y'all to know I don't know how true it is, but PJ said I was going to be on Turtle Island. I need y'all to vote me safe, not off, okay? Don't vote me off the island if I'm on the island, please. Thank you. Yes, over a guy. Oh my God. They both go.
Oh, how amazing was it that that young girl was found?
I know.
That story was amazing.
I only blocked you, Crystal, and I still support Dolly. I've never stopped supporting Dolly. Um, for some reason, I guess it's because I'm not a mod for him. Um, and I don't know, and I think because I started following him first, that I just never stopped following him. I did for a minute when that shit came out, but then I went back and followed him when I realized Missa was a scorned ex. Thank you, Never Silent. Um, but yeah, I never stopped supporting him ever. I talked to PJ on Messenger. But I didn't block everyone. I blocked your name and I blocked Alexis because y'all were the two that I talked to the most. And it hurt when y'all left. And I understood why y'all left, but it still hurt because I talked to y'all all the time and I didn't want to see y'all names anywhere. So I just blocked y'all too.
I miss
That was it.
saying Crystal's name.
Huh?
I miss saying Crystal's name and Rock Jim.
Dude, and then when she got gifted the membership, oh my God. Somebody gifted 5 memberships, right? And all I saw was 4. Oh, I didn't even know. I thought it was just gonna go off when it ended. Well, I appreciate you still being a member. Very much so. Um, I've grown a lot, you guys. I really have. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but I gained uh like over 300 subs I've gotten, and sometimes, I mean, I get some people in my lives, but people watch the replay. But anyway, yeah, but it is what it is. I tell you what I'm not gonna do though. I'm not ever begging somebody to go back. Like, if you don't want me there, I won't be there. But if you don't mind me being there, then I'll be there. That's just how it is. I'm not gonna you know what I mean? And if I am allowed back in chat or whatever, then I'm staying me, white, unnoticeable. And that's the way it is. Oh my goodness gracious. Did y'all hear about that girl, Caitlin? What was her last name? 10 years old, missing from Virginia. They found her tonight. They found her safe. She went knock on somebody's house 2 miles from her house. Said she was hungry and cold. Yeah,
Well,
I
I don't
asked
know.
you. Oh, hold on. I did. That's when I got busted. I wanted to know why you was so mean to girl. It can't. God damn it! Why can't I think of anybody's name? You know, the one from New Orleans that was on her panel the other day. What the fuck is Alicia? Hey, Angela. Um. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Angela.
See, I didn't know the whole story, and that's why I asked. I was like, "Why are you being so mean to her?" Because, like, I don't know. I don't want anybody to have pity for her because she has cancer. Because you're still ugly to people, even though you're sick. It don't, it don't. So, she blocked me a long time ago when I was a mod for Michelle, and that's just the way it is. Was she? I don't know what was going on with y'all, but I definitely can see that happening with her. But that's why it was a question. I was just asking. Yes, Tony, definitely is. It's just, it's a sad thing what she has to go through, but being sick doesn't make it okay for you to be ugly, an ugly person.
Definitely.
No way. Oh, how. Kaz, you're
That's why
so
I can't.
quiet. I keep forgetting you're over here. That's why I keep talking. If you don't
I'm
know
letting you talk.
Angela, um, I worked with Angela. Her cousin went missing, and they found her unfortunately unalive. Dolly, that's the one Dolly Vision went to help search. I worked with her, and I worked with Brianna Truxillo's mom because she's actually from where I'm from, and one more, Angela. Who was it? You were the first one. Oh, Carly Cardenas. Her family's here in Tucson. And so I messaged them to get an update and find out. Oh, let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell y'all what happened. Y'all, I got a whole fucking strike. And and I want to know because I countered it because she can't strike me for this. You know how you go on somebody's panel and there's an option to stream it to your channel? Okay. Well, I went on her panel and she knew I was streaming it to my channel. And she even told Kaz, um, my chat couldn't see her chat and her chat couldn't see my chat because it was separate. I was just on her panel. And so she knew I was streaming it, right? Well, she got mad at me over the Carly Cardenas case because she wanted to be in charge of it. And I was getting updates from the sister. And I told the update from the sister, and she came up on my panel and she said something. And I kicked her back. I kicked her and blocked her from panel and went the fuck off on her. Don't come up here and tell me what to do and what to say on my fucking channel. Until you pay my StreamYard and my Canva and everything else I pay for, then you could tell me what to do on my channel and what to say on my channel. And I read it. I showed them my Facebook Messenger, everything with the messages and everything. And so she struck me because I streamed that live on my channel. She can't do that. She knew I did it. She can't do that because she's mad at me. It's crime sleuthing. She used to be in the drama community under Coffee Filter, some shit like that. I don't know. But yes, crime sleuthing. I worked with her a few times. And there was another case. Oh, yeah, the one from back home. Brianna Truxilla. She tried to take that case over too. And then did nothing but talk bad about the mom to me. Yep. Because I was in see, Angela, I didn't even contact Angela. She contacted me because somebody with the Aware program saw my Facebook that I was having a live about Avriel, and he contacted Angela. And then Angela commented on my live, and that's how we got together. We got together, and then since it was in Virginia, Dolly and them got involved, and that's when Dolly went out there, and then we were both. I call her Bangs. Oh. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, Kaz, what's up? You need to talk. You talk. Let me not talk.
Maybe Angela should come up and have a chat with you. And
Kaz,
I'll think, why?
I know you don't talk much, but you stay up here. Everybody loves you.
No,
Everybody
don't lie. The boy
hates Chris.
loves me.
Huh?
I was just thinking of that Worm song.
Worm?
Nobody loves me, everybody hates me. I think I'll eat some worms.
I don't know what that is. Is that like an Australian song? Do y'all know
Maybe.
that song? Angela, come up here. Kaz said. Anybody else can come up, but I don't know if anybody else will. Joe, paging Joe. You're the next contestant on Sweet Misery's panel. Oh crap, Angela knows that song. Maybe I'm just too young.
Maybe I learnt it in primary school.
Hey, mama. Hey.
Hey, hello, hello.
Hey, Angela. How you doing,
This is
lovely?
all my purple family that's in here. They're all good people.
Hi,
I know
everybody.
you haven't been seeing them in chat, but
Well,
Avery's
nice.
gone, so things will be different.
Oh, where'd Eva go? What did I miss?
Bye.
Oh, good.
She
That,
did naughty things to Gator. Bad,
Huh?
horrible things.
Yeah.
She's just nasty.
Over
don't you?
a fucking guy. But it's okay. It's alright. It's okay.
Oh, I
I got
remember you
this.
telling me about that.
Paris Flood. Yep.
Uh, trash.
So I met
Exactly.
Angela over her missing cousin, and now she says, I'm her freaking hemorrhoid. She'll never get rid of me.
Yep.
Janelle, it says device is not connected. Connect you. I can't see you. That's it. I'm too young. Let me remove this from here. Hey, y'all. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You're very low. Hold on, let me turn you up. Automatically. Okay, talk. Janelle.
Hello.
Oh, it's Kaz. I hear you, Kaz. I don't hear Janelle.
Maybe I'll hop down.
No, you're not.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hey, Janelle. Let me oh, we can hear you. It's low. Let me fix you. Okay, talk again, Janelle. It must be a lag.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's what happens when you're all the way across the pond. Huh, Kaz?
Way down
don't know.
under.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Hey.
Hey, how's it going? I can hear things.
Hey, the
Joe.
real feisty
It's
predator.
actually me. I think my earphones, the microphone on my earphones doesn't work well. So,
Now I hear you so much better now.
fantastic.
Come
All
up
right.
here.
Who else is up here? Angela
We have-
and Kaz.
Hi. I love your accents.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't have an accent. Does everybody else
Yeah, true story. True story.
No, Joe and I don't have an accent. All the
No,
rest
no,
of us. All the rest of you do.
exactly.
I love my Aussie friends.
Right.
I got
Okay.
so they were like, it's not Aussie. It's not Aussie. It's Aussie.
Aussie.
Oi, oi. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning for when I get to Australia and get beat up by that kangaroo.
I have
I'm-
been picked up the ass by a kangaroo before.
You?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I was
I'm
10
glad.
years old and we had a fauna park which had kangaroos and emus that roamed around free. And I was feeding this one kangaroo. And my mum and my sister was like, yep, come on, we've given, because we just got there about 5 minutes in. Yeah, save your food for other animals, rah, rah, rah. Next minute, it turned around to walk off, and I had these paws on my shoulders. And next minute, it booted me up the ass with its legs. And my mum and my sister, instead of like freaking out, they fell to the ground laughing. And I
I'm
was
in this
like,
side again.
oh, it was funny as fuck. My family,
Were you laughing?
oh, I laugh now. I got over it.
I'm
pretty quick.
telling you, I am going to Australia. And when somebody says, oh, you going to see Kaz and Janelle? I'll be like, no, I'm going to get my ass beat by a kangaroo. Okay.
Easy
I'm-
done.
I'm going
Just go to
halfway
any-
across to get beat up by a kangaroo.
I have seen the kangaroos at the zoo, and 10 out of 10 would not recommend fighting one.
Oh, I
Oh,
know. I hear.
Some of the
heard-
big ones.
Janelle, I heard, and
Yes.
Kaz, and everybody else in here. I heard Vinny G got beat up by a kangaroo. Bad beat up.
Who's been just
Yes.
I hope he filmed that. 'Cause
Yes.
I want to.
I didn't see it, but yeah,
Oh,
I
fucking
heard
hell.
that. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, that would be funny.
Then, y'all, somebody came in here under Ski Mask Andy the other day. I was like, blocked. That ain't no Ski Mask Andy. He is not coming up in here. If he really comes up in here, he's blocked anyhow.
Ooh.
I don't want none of that mess. Don't want none of that mess.
Block the drama.
We can leave the drama real Piscean predator in here though. Y'all, he is hot, yeah. He is sexy. I ain't gonna lie.
Is he?
Oh yeah. I saw him for the first time today.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Hi, the real Christine Predator.
Is it the Piscean predator because you're a Pisces? Question mark.
I see.
Somebody needs to
And we'll-
FedEx Never Silent a baby kangaroo. Are you in? I think you're in Oklahoma. I can't remember shit. Like I'm gonna remember where y'all are located. I only know they're in Australia from their accents.
And we're about 8 hours apart or 12 hours apart.
I don't know. It's 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday. Here.
It is 12:45 p.m. What's today? Wednesday.
There's half-hour difference between you and me now. It's 1:15.
Yeah,
That's
we're about
crazy.
30 minutes. Our time zone's 30 minutes. I'm in Central Australia, so I'm on Australian Central daytime. Kaz would be on the Eastern,
Yeah.
Australian Eastern, and then we've also got Western Australia, which is about an hour and a half, depending on the hour and a half hours, depending on the time of year.
And
Ours is
Queensland is an hour ahead.
hours. Like we don't
Yeah.
have 30-minute time change.
I know
Yeah.
everybody gets freaked out about that whenever I say, "Oh yeah, I'm 30 minutes behind Kaz or 30 minutes behind this person," and they're like, "Well, what's with the 30 minutes?" Yeah,
Mine
I just
sucks.
learned-
I'm 2 hours behind Central and 3 hours behind Eastern.
I'm Eastern.
Yeah, my shit sucks.
It's
Yeah.
10:15 here.
I don't get your time zones either. You got so many, and then you got like Mountain Time and bloody all sorts.
Yeah, Eastern, Central, Mountain.
We
Pacific.
don't yeah, I'm in Mountain Standard Time or Mountain whatever the frick it is because we don't change our time in Arizona or Hawaii.
Not even for daylight savings.
Nope, never.
Ah, that's interesting.
So when
Virginia
time
does.
changes back again, I'll be 1 hour behind and 2 behind Central and 2 hours behind Eastern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just went into daylight savings last weekend.
And y'all time
Yeah,
changed
true.
30 minutes.
The kids'
That's
school
crazy.
holidays.
Yeah, we go forward an hour, so we're still 30
Oh.
minutes. This time though, because Queensland doesn't have daylight savings, we are now 30 minutes ahead of Queensland.
That's where my aunt and uncle live, is Queensland.
They don't have daylight savings, and Western Australia doesn't have daylight savings. So yeah, we go 2.5 hours ahead of Western Australia, 30 minutes ahead of Queensland, and then 30 minutes behind Victoria, New South Wales, and Tasmania. It's so fucking strange.
Well, New Zealand as well. Aren't they an hour and 30 minutes? Is it?
I think
Do they?
I think they're about 4.5 hours ahead of us. Like,
The time shit that's going on.
Yeah, I get confused. I don't even know if they have daylight savings or not.
I wouldn't have a clue. My partner's aunt and uncle live over there. I'll have to ask them.
I don't know anyone in Australia but yo. No
Why
family.
not?
I know Matt and Grace, and they live in Queensland and make me super jealous with all the amazing food that they be posting on their Facebook page.
Whereabouts in Queensland are they? Do you know?
Not real sure. I obviously am not tech savvy enough to go on their Facebook page and look.
That's fair.
They just moved. I know that much. They just moved. They were in Victoria or something.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of my family moved up to Cairns, up in Queensland, and I spent about 4 or 5 months up there over in year 2000. So, and that's right. That's far north Queensland, so that's in the tropics. So I went from South Australia, which is temperate, like, you know, hot, cold, normal, dry, up to there in summer over Christmas, and went through a cyclone. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, Virginia. I'm in Virginia. I'm on the East Coast. So when I was growing up, we didn't have as many cyclones, tornadoes, as we call them here, as we have in the more recent years. And it's a tornado. And I literally drove. My kids and I were going to meet a friend of mine from the beach, and it's 4 hours from me. I'm in the Blue Ridge Parkway, and drove through a town that had literally minutes before had a tornado rip through it. And I was just thrown because I saw the storm as we were driving, and I was like, gosh, I hope we don't hit the rain. And the devastation was just insane.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't get tornadoes down here. We did like 2016, we had this statewide storm, and it took out our power. Like, we were without power for 3 days in the storm. Tornadoes that ripped out all our power lines and the connection between the state, Victoria, where most of our power comes from. Yeah, we were in total blackness for 3 days.
God, jeez Louise. Well, out in the Midwest, like towards where Chrissy is, they have during the summer months, because the power grid is so overwhelmed because of the heat, they get rolling blackouts like it's nothing. But here in the East Coast, I'm in like you would say temperate conditions where we have 4 seasons, and everything stays pretty normal for the most part. But I'm inland now, but I grew up at the ocean front, and Lord, hurricane season does a number on the East Coast.
Hang on, I'm just going to mute for a sec.
It does a number on South Louisiana too.
Oh, girl, yes. That's the first and only time I've been to Louisiana was for the Hurricane Katrina relief effort. And to say that the Gulf states are resilient is the biggest understatement anybody could make. I never felt such a sense of community involvement and the hope of rebuilding as I did in that, even the most devastating times that I was down there. It was such a strong sense of community, and just everyone was really there for each other.
But we have to be that way because it happens so often, and we'll never, ever rebuild to anything if we don't stand as a community. And I know when we left Louisiana in 2021, Ida hit August 29th, same day as Katrina, and it was a category 4, and we stayed in the house. It was a brick house, but we had category 5 winds in some areas, and it was really strange to be in. I've never been in a category 5 storm before, but it was really weird because you hear all the stuff like flying around and the whistling of the wind, Angela, all the good stuff. And
it's definitely scary.
Yeah, but and we rode the eye wall, so we didn't even get a break. We didn't even catch a break for the eye. We rode so the whole thing was weather.
I think one of the worst that I've experienced that I can actually remember was Hurricane Isabel, somewhere I think 2003, I want to say it was, and the flooding was so astronomical. I am about 3-4 at the Virginia Beach, about 3 or 4 hours trip to Washington D.C. And we drove from the beach on the hurricane evacuation route about 6 hours, to Central Virginia. And there were hour-long lines at gas stations in the middle of nowhere because so many people just fled. And the effects were so profound that, a couple of years later, I went up to West Union, West Virginia, which is the center of West Virginia, which, is north and to the west of us. And the creek that has my entire life ran down the mountain at my grandparents' house was running backwards. And I was standing at the creek and my grandfather walks over and he goes, "What are you looking at, girl?" And I said, "Grandpa, I'm not crazy, right? Because this creek used to go the other way." And he said, "Well, it did until Isabel." And I'm like, never in my life have I seen a creek run back up a mountain after some kind of change, but there was such massive changes to the surface of the land here, the shifts and the tectonic plates, and just the devastation and water that had come so far inland that I guess it just ran backwards. I would love to see if in a couple of years it starts running back the right direction. The last time I saw it, it was still running the opposite way, which is just blows my mind.
Yeah, that's freaky.
And it's like, it's not a river, it's a creek, and it's ground fed. So, I mean, I guess it's possible. I mean, I don't think it would ever change the flow of a river because the Mississippi still runs proud and true.
Always.
That's one thing I'd like to see. The Mississippi.
Yeah.
It looks
The
spectacular.
Mississippi River.
Yeah.
I used to cross it every single time I went to the doctor in New Orleans on the
Oh, wow.
Tennessee Long Bridge. Everybody hates that bridge, but yeah,
I think it's
actually I
great.
crossed it twice. Huh?
I think that's great. I've crossed it a couple of times, just going back and forth into like Ohio and was it Ohio or Indiana? I think it was Indiana I was going to. A little up further north from where you're at, and then obviously going down for Katrina, there was no avoiding crossing the Mississippi River several times. But I want to do one of those ferry tours. The big ferry boats.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Proud Mary. I just want to jam that song and float the Mississippi.
On the paddle boat.
Yes.
On the the river walk by the aquarium.
I would love it. I did do a little bit of, like scrapbooking for the Katrina relief. Unfortunately, I do not have my scrapbook because when my ex and I separated, I didn't take much with me. But at the time, the Mississippi where we were located, you were not allowed to get too close because it was like the biggest wave pool I've ever seen in my life. You would have thought you were standing in the middle of the ocean on the edge of a riverbank. Just phenomenal. It really was. Mother Nature whips up some serious shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy. And I don't know. Now I fear for my dad and my grandma because my grandma's 87. She's got beginning stages of dementia. She can't hardly hear. And it's just my dad taking care of her. And I'm like, yeah. And she's not going to want to leave.
Of course not.
If something happens, if a big storm comes.
Most people that are local, they don't ever want to leave.
I was born in this house and I'll die in this house.
That was my 16-year-old. She had to comment and chime in. She said, I was born in this house and I will die in this house.
I've got a 14-year-old daughter. So yeah, she'd say that shit too.
I have a lot of daughters of various ages. And I've heard a lot of things out of the mouth of babes.
Avery, hold on 1 second. Avery, get the fuck out my bushes and stop doing motherfucking clip videos of me, you bitch.
Really?
Ooh.
Nice.
Motherfucker. Okay,
How do
sorry,
you
I
know
just want to
Kiki?
say that because somebody sent me a clip that, hey, Huntress, that she made of me. The title is Insanity. Luckily, I have proof. And should I show all your messages about Laura? Just stop. Take your meds.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, I love the dig. I love the dig at the meds. Yes, let us take our medicine because we don't have the bail money when we have to deal with people like you.
And what the F is she talking about? You've said nothing about Laura.
I know. She can show my messages.
she's just trying to stir up shit for you. That's it. That's all she's doing.
I'm
She's
I'm here
honest.
all the time. And no way did she say anything. Oh, bitch, slap that bitch from down under.
Well, she can make all the videos she wants about me and she can tag me in them. That way I'll get more subs. You know what I mean? Because they're going to come in and make sure I took my medicine. I'm going to have
Yes.
lots of people come and check on me, yo. Thank you so much, Avery.
You should
Shannon.
put it in your
oh,
banner.
you
my
want me to
meds.
say your real name? Thanks for
Don't
sharing mine too.
don't play that game. Don't even.
I'm not.
let her-
Okay, stop. Avery motherfucking Shannon, you just want me to do this and you're not. So I'm shutting the fuck up right now.
Let her bait you. That's
I'm
all
not
it is.
doing
Is
it.
bait.
It's still, you
Okay.
know, Mark Twain once said, "You never argue with stupid people because they'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience every time."
Excellent
That's
advice.
what I don't like. Yeah, that's what I don't like about watching the drama stuff, and that is like it gives me anxiety.
I was even honest with her and told her that the only reason I had Jason on panel was because Laura wanted to know if they were still talking for real. And she got mad at me and she told Jason that. I don't care, it was the truth. She said something, I was like, I don't even know anything about him. I just asked him to come on my panel for so they would know that y'all really talking. That's the shit that I would say.
I know.
Oh well.
Fall for the bait though.
Huh?
Don't fall for that bait though. She's goading you into doing this shit.
Oh, really? Alrighty. Let me go.
Are you streaming, Tony?
Yeah, it's okay. Let me go to YouTube real quick. And you're not supposed to stream somebody when they live.
Hello, everybody in the other chat watching us right now.
Hello,
Oh, they just
hello.
want to listen to us Aussies. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
I hope you enjoy this conversation.
It's all real, baby.
Right? It's got to be super entertaining to listen to
I
us
don't
chit
see
chat about
her.
random things.
I don't see her live. I just saw she made that video. So I don't know.
Oh,
Ella.
bother.
So no, she's not.
Doesn't matter.
Where do you see
That's
that?
pretty
Does she
much
have a different? Hold on. Does she have a channel that I don't know about, or
No.
she just
Shady
has that
people
one?
usually do.
I don't know, Tony. I don't
Hey, Kat,
see.
shall we go through Aussie and start speaking every second word, the C word?
Oh, I love the C word. C word is my
They got
favorite word.
they got too many C words that we can't say.
Uh-huh.
Too many. Because I say the C word for, that thing, that illness we get, and then there's the C word for cancer. I say it. I don't know. I guess it's because of small channel. When I curse and say all these words, I get full monetization on the live. So I don't know.
Probably
So I
good.
say all these words. Penelope is scratching at the door. She never scratches on the door, ever.
My dog's sulking.
Is
Because
what?
Troy's got out. Yeah. My dog's sulking. He's crying. He's sad.
I thought you said soaking, like soaking in a bathtub.
S-U-L-K. Sulk.
I could just picture your dog just chilling in the bathtub, like laying there with suds and no, I would say a blunt
He
and
is
a
a bit
blunt.
He is a princess, so yeah. He's
My
Y'all
golden
already
retriever
know.
loves baths.
Do y'all know that I ordered Penelope some sunglasses off of Temu?
Oh, we can say Tandy
The
some.
sun, like the sun is so bright for her eyes. And
Yeah.
so, like, I want to get sunglasses. They're not gonna stay on her, y'all. Come on now. But I can't wait till she gets them. And I got her a new bigger bed. And because I make all this money from YouTube.
You rolling in the dough.
Absolutely. No, but y'all from the purple family. I lost 60 pounds. Aren't
Well
you proud?
done.
Congratulations.
I know. I went from a size 20 to a size 10.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. And like when I look at a size 10, I'm like, this shit ain't gonna fit me. And then when I put it on, it fits me. And I'm like,
Dang.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
still feel
awesome.
fat.
Oh, I know. It's really hard to get out of that mindset.
Yeah, it is hard.
It is hard.
Like
Like,
I could fit through smaller spaces now, but when I look at it, I'm like, I can't fit there because I never could fit there. And I've never been this size in my life, except maybe as a kid, but not as an adult. I've never been under 200 pounds as an adult, much less
Well,
140.
I'm
No,
super proud
always-
of you.
I was
Thanks, but
bloody
all I
skinny.
did was take a shot.
If that's all it takes, good.
That's it.
Nah, I
That's
just stopped
good.
drinking wine every night. That helped mine.
You drink wine every night, or you don't?
I used to. I used to drink every night. A bottle of wine
Cheers.
every night.
A
problem.
bottle?
A bottle. Yeah, 700 mils.
Oh,
So I don't know
my
what that is in ounces.
my
But
aunt
normal
drinks.
size bottle,
Huh?
I used to drink that every night.
My aunt drinks Fireball and water every day, and like when she comes home from school, because she's a teacher, like she'll
Yeah.
ask me if I want to have a shot with her, and I'll just have like one shot with her, and then I love
I used to-
Fireball.
I used to work in an alcohol shop. That was my job before my knees gave out. And
Wow.
and you'd have your regulars come in. And what was I going on about?
Fireball?
Oh yeah, we'd have people come in every day for their fireballs and stuff like that. But yeah, lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Drinking a bottle a day is
Moment is just. Bye, Tony.
Thanks,
Good
Tony.
to see you.
Thanks for being here, Tony. I hope
Good
you
night,
come back.
Tony.
I
Yeah,
have really nothing against anybody there anymore. Like, there's nothing against the Patreon still there.
La 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 la. I need to get a Coke out this fridge, and I don't think my my headphones are gonna reach. Maybe they will, guys. Oh, look at me go.
Hey.
So I have a little refrigerator in here. I keep my boxes of shots in there. So I just keep my Diet Cokes in there, and then I don't have to leave the room, except to go to the bathroom. And I love it that way. Oh, and I have to go out to smoke. But that's it.
Me and my partner, when I had my knee scrape about a year ago, moved our bed into the lounge room and gave all the kids the bedrooms because we've only got a 3-bedroom house. And so we live in the lounge room pretty much, in the kitchen. And yeah, so I can't wait to earn some more money and fucking get a caravan or something for our eldest out the back. And yeah, so crap.
I can't believe I'm older than you, Janelle.
Only
Not
by a
by
year.
much, but I am.
Only by a year.
More than a year, maybe like 14 or 15 months.
Yeah, I'm always the younger one.
I'm usually the younger one.
I'm the baby of the family, and then I only did like 3 months of first year of school reception. And so most of the people in my grade were a year older than me as well. So I'm always used to being the youngest.
Me too. I turned 17 in December and graduated the next May.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I was 16 as a senior most of the year.
Yeah.
I was 16 as a senior, but that was only because I skipped a grade, 2 grades.
Oh, I started in 4th grade. Listen to me. I started kindergarten at 4. I started in the 4th grade.
Yeah, I started at 4, kindy at 4, school at 5.
I started school at 5 and turned 6 shortly thereafter.
Yeah. No, I had a whole year before I turned 6.
Lord, I
I
guess
was
I've been the older one.
12, but I repeated year 12, so I didn't finish high school till I was 18.
I dropped out of high school my senior year because they wouldn't let me walk the stage because I was pregnant, but I was the valedictorian of the graduating class.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, they literally pulled me into the office The state of Virginia has what's called the learning curve, no child left behind. So that means that the grade level as a whole is tested. If so many people don't pass to move through to the next level, everybody repeats the same grade. Isn't that great? So it's very structuralized learning that doesn't allow for much creativity, in my opinion. I went to school to be a teacher. I actually have a master's degree in special education K-5 and linguistic development specialist.
Wow.
And I choose not to teach because it has been turned into robot programming instead of actual education, and I just cannot abide.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
Oh, that's what I was saying about my work. Every teacher that used to come in and I'd sell them alcohol, I'd say they deserve that for free, because I've got 3 kids and they're 3 years and 9 days apart, like from oldest to youngest, and I will never want to be a teacher again, like, or anything to work with children. I've done my dash.
I think I literally felt all my friends would have told everybody that, and still, even now, I have 10 kids, but even still, like, anyone that knew me when I was younger or knew me growing up would have told you I was the least likely of our friend group, peer group, to have children. I was the first to have children, and I also went to school to be a teacher. Kids and older people are my favorite humans on the entire planet. It's their innocence and purity. It's their wisdom and experience. And like I said, I went on and I had 10 children of my own. Well, 4 of them are not biologically mine, but altogether I would have 11 children, but 7 biological and 4 that are adopted. And there's no way in my life that I would ever give up having children around me or in my life. I was in the grocery store this afternoon and a young boy walked up to me and asked me if he could give me a hug, and his dad started to apologize, and it literally had made my entire day. Children are just
Beautiful.
just the most beautiful things. I mean, and older people too. It just to know that life has some meaning beyond the experiences that we have on a daily basis. Just to see that in the face of a child or an older person it's a magical experience. And I really, I know children aren't for everybody. My best friend, Melissa, she's not a fan of babies or children. Yep. She says all the time at work, babies are stupid. but I personally find children and older people, like I've said, very, very, what's the word? Like enlightening. They really give you a way to humble yourself.
Oh, absolutely, they can. Yeah, that's it. Like, I really miss like the regulars that I dealt with, because you'd see people every day. Every day you work, you'll see the same faces, everything like that. And some of the elderly men that come in for their weekly stock up on booze, you could be the only person they talk to all day. And so, I used to have conversations for ages. I used to get told off all the time for talking to the customers too much.
One of my favorite parts of being a server and a cashier.
Yeah. The customer service is my jam. I can do that.
I've done customer service for 18 years cumulatively. Like I said, I have a master's degree in education K-5. I could work for a private school or be a private tutor and probably make really good money, and be able to still do something I'm passionate about. But there is literally nothing better for me where I feel like it's better for my mental health. I took a 2-year break from serving. Well, actually, it was like a year break. I stopped serving, and then it ended up taking a position for a friend of mine at a country club as a bartender. And I lost my oldest biological child would have been 22 this year on November 14th, and I lost her to a drunk driver. So I've never been able to really align myself, with serving someone alcohol when I see their keys in their hand or knowing that they're going to leave. So I've opted to work in a non-alcohol restaurant. And I love the people that I see. It's a breakfast restaurant. I get old people and babies all day long. And I work on Kids Eat Free Day, Monday and Tuesday, and it's my dream. I
Yeah.
come home and I'm not exhausted by the experience at all. I just feel like, I mean, I'm exhausted by the experience. Some days the drama is too much, but I'm not overwhelmed by the people that I am afforded the opportunity to interact with.
Oh, well, that sounds fantastic. That really does.
Some of them I could do without. There are a few I could do without, but
Absolutely.
kill them with kindness.
Yeah, that's my thing too.
Kill them with kindness. I just want to make sure you leave that tip on the table, and I'll talk about you with my friend in the freezer.
I didn't have to worry about tips. So I could be a little bit forceful if I needed to.
I work with a girl, and I will call her my little alien because she is of this completely different universe. And this girl has mastered. We have a sign at the door, and we didn't always. It's a diner style restaurant where you can basically walk in and seat yourself like a Waffle House. I don't think you guys have those in Australia, but you walk in and there's just booths. It's not like tables or sections. It's just basically everything is attached to the walls, and you sit down, you have breakfast, and you go. But during COVID, we had to enforce the space and the seating policies so that we were given adequate time to sanitize the surfaces. Well, it became apparent I work for a corporate company. It became apparent to our corporate, owners that a seating policy had drastically reduced the servers and the cooks being overwhelmed or overstressed or overworked. In the United States, we have a nationwide law for tipped employees that is called the 80-20 law. That means that if you are working a shift where you are a tipped employee making $2.13 an hour, you can't spend more than 20% of the time you are supposed to be on shift doing anything you are not tipped for. Therefore, if I'm washing dishes, seating customers, rolling silverware, 30 minutes of a 6-hour shift. That's all you get. You either get this or you don't get that. That's what it is. And so the seating policy has started, and we have put up a sign that is literally in the middle of our doorway. Literally. And it is bright. It is eye-catching. And 90% of the restaurants in the United States have a seating policy where you have to wait to be seated or acknowledged by a staff member so that your server can be told that you're there, you need service. Because our restaurant is like an open diner where the cooking is done on the floor, people get very assumptive for immediate service. But we will watch people literally walk in, look at this sign, and walk around it or move it even out of their way. And my little alien will go, "Oh, I guess you can sit there." And then she'll comment to any other person standing at the door, "Thank you so much for waiting. Let me clean this table for you real quick." And it's just so petty the way she does it, but it's so smooth. And the way she asks, our credit card machine will prompt you for a tip on your card, which I hate because we have to tell people, especially because it's older customers, like this is a screen. You can't push any other buttons. You have to do this first. Yeah. But if somebody leaves less than 10%, because we are in the state of Virginia, we are taxed on 15% of our gross sales. So they take our credit card tips are automatically figured in. So they deduct that. And whatever the difference is what we are supposed to claim as our cash tips. Okay. They want us to claim 100% of our cash tips. That's a gift. You handed me cash. I'm not claiming anything. But we are taxed on 15% of our gross sales. And if anybody out there is a server or in the industry, you know that you probably make more than 15% if you're good at your job. But that's not consistent to every single customer.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
It might average out to about 15% if you have a really crappy day.
Yeah.
You have a cook that's off, whatever. We're still taxed the same. So when the credit card machine prompts you for that tip and you leave a lower than 10% or 15% tip, it just puts up a message. This tip is less than 10% or less than 15%, which is the recommended minimum, XYZ. Linda will literally, literally go, okay, now what this screen is telling you is that you're leaving a crappy tip. And she says it so nicely.
Are you
She
serious?
cracks me up.
Oh, somebody tell me that. I'll be like, bye, bitch.
Yeah,
I'm
she-
one of those. I'm one of
Look
those
up.
that'll walk around a please wait to be seated sign. Sometimes if you wait for a server to come get you, you won't starve to death waiting.
But the thing is where we're at, my restaurant, it's not like every one of the servers, every one of the cooks and the managers is completely visible. So if you see that we're all running around frantically and that we are scrambling to cash someone out and you're eyeballing the table they just vacated and they haven't even finished paying, and you walk around the sign and sit at a dirty table, you can understand where she's like, hey, I need to clean this. Can you please, there's just a sign that you moved.
Yeah.
But Linda is one of the most smooth operators when it comes to saying something really mean, really nicely. I just constant shout out because I've never been that type of person. I'm the type of person that if you seat yourself, I'm just going to politely walk over, clean the table, and then tell you, hey, next time, can you please just wait till somebody can acknowledge you and have you seated, because we'd like to make sure these tables are clean, because if you sit down at a dirty table, somebody might assume you've already been helped.
And they might take your tip, girl. They might take that $2 tip.
I am so glad we don't deal in tips. I seriously am.
I
What
don't
do y'all
know.
do? How do y'all pay y'all servers and stuff like that? Do they get like regular
We get a living
minimum
wage. Yeah. Our minimum wage is 21.
Ooh.
$21.
I was as a sales assistant. When I was a sales assistant, I was getting $26.97 an hour.
Being a server? Yeah, but
just being
y'all,
sales assistant.
how much, what's the difference between American dollar and Australian dollar? I forgot what you told me.
I think it's like 70.
73 cents.
Yeah, it's like like Troy said, 86 cents to $1 American dollar.
So that's still a
So
good pay.
you come here, you give me $1, I'll give you 80 cents back.
See,
Yeah, Janelle, I knew it. Janelle jipped me my change.
look, I'm just gonna say,
I want my 30
Or
cents back.
sorry, you'd get $1.80 back. That's the way it works. You give me $1,
okay.
I give you $1.80 back. Yeah. Sorry, I got it mixed up. So if I gave you, you'd only
Boyfriend,
get
set
80
it straight.
cents.
Set it straight, boyfriend. I hear you over there.
Well, like
He was
it's like this.
me and him met at work. We worked together for
Oh,
4
cool.
years before we got together.
Gosh, and y'all still together? Ugh, 4 years
Yeah, we've
wasn't
been
long
together.
enough.
It'd be getting onto 4 years actually living together now.
That's so
And
cool.
And he's 10 years younger.
ooh,
I'm still going to
Wow.
Australia to get beat up by a damn kangaroo. I'm telling y'all, when
No,
I
we can
find
make it happen. You come
Wait.
here, I can take you 10 minutes out where a lot of roos are, and we can try and get you bashed up by a roo.
Janelle.
Yeah.
I just said a little while ago, you might want to rewind. I'm not going to see you or Kaz when I go to Australia. Okay?
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
going
but
to see the damn
somewhere-
kangaroos. I'll find my way.
You're going to
find-
need somewhere to stay because Australia is a big place. And there's not a lot of towns in between. Like, closest towns to me are 40 minutes drive.
Do you think I would actually go all the way to Australia and not see y'all? Come
Yeah,
on now.
Because you're going to get bashed by a roo and end
Who
up in
else
hospital.
Who else
Yeah.
is going to video it? Come on now.
At least you won't get a big hospital bill.
Janelle, did you see
Yeah.
that fellow taking his dogs out pigging and punching that Roo in the face?
Yes.
What is
That was
pigging?
awesome.
Pigging, wild pigs. Up north in Queensland and Northern Territory, there's wild pigs.
Here
Horse.
too.
And what
Yeah.
do you do pigging? Do you go catch them or something?
Yeah, you go hunt them, shoot them.
Oh.
My partner is a hunter. He goes shooting for roos and other stuff. Not
You
getting-
oh my gosh, he cannot be my friend. You
He-
kill
he-
the roos.
Slaughterman. He used to work in a slaughterhouse, so they go out shooting
butcher.
and they butcher it all. They skin
Yeah.
it. And we eat it. Not I don't like kangaroo, but we use it as dog food. Our dog doesn't like it either.
Give us
So
reason.
Troy eats it. I don't eat kangaroo. I can't handle the taste of kangaroo. It's too
She says
irony.
she gives her kangaroo meat to her dog.
And goat
Yeah.
meat. We eat a
They
lot of
cull
goat meat.
kangaroos. They cull kangaroos in Canberra.
Yeah,
They do what
Have
to
a-
them?
kill them,
Have a
cull them.
yearly cull.
Oh.
They're a pest. There's heaps of them.
Y'all only mad because they beat y'all up. That's why y'all don't like them.
They're cute. Like occasionally
don't-
we get because
They
I've
don't
got
beat us up. They kill our cars.
Hey,
that's it.
has your guy ever killed a kangaroo and it had babies in its pocket?
And it's Joe in his pouch. Yeah, probably.
Yes, I love it.
Oh.
And then they take it to somebody who will raise it and release it. Like they're not mean. They don't just leave the Joey to die.
So what about the emu? Do you guys eat emu as much as you eat kangaroo? Because
Emu.
Here-
Emu, a little bit different to eat. Usually you have to mix it with a little bit of something else. So I've had emu metwurst. That was quite nice. It's very beefy.
yeah, I was gonna say that
Emu,
we had emu
emu,
jerky.
Emus scare the fuck out of me. They're great to look at. And I shared a photo. I don't know where I did it, but somebody on Facebook had posted just outside of town, and there was a daddy emu with his 2 chicks. So spring has sprung, and we occasionally get them walking down our street. I'm by the bush. So, and yeah, there's a family of emus that lived in this area for a little while. They used to live at the fauna park, but they were wild anyway. And
Yeah.
they'd come to the park to feed. So they were just left, sort of thing, and they lived there. And yeah.
And did you
Occasionally
fill
see
your
them walking
freezer
down our
with them?
street. No, we fill our freezer with goat mostly.
Goat.
Go,
I couldn't-
so good.
I could not eat goat. Are you kidding me? I had a pet
I have a
goat.
bunch of Indian friends, so I eat goat. Sorry.
It is so yummy.
Yes.
Australia eats animals that rhyme. Kangaroo, emu. What's next? Ooh.
It's emu.
Emu.
No, there's no
Emu.
O. There's no O at the end of
Emu.
emu.
That's how I say it, though.
All Americans say it that way.
Say you.
You.
Right, so it's emu.
Emu.
There you
There you go.
Oh my God.
I almost
This is
ran one
gonna be
over.
Janelle, this is gonna be clipped. You know that. Look,
Texas Rose, how are you?
hey Texas Rose.
Good to see you're
I'm
awake.
picturing Crocodile Dundee using the kanga to shoot at the poachers. I still want to know, like, oh my God, the baby kangaroos. When you kill their mamas, now you got
Aw.
babies. Tell me you don't kill them too.
No. They usually
No.
go
That's
to
what they
somebody
do.
who can raise them and set them free.
Oh.
So that
And
we could
kangaroos
possibly
get-
eat it.
when they get hit on the road, a lot of the time people will stop and check their pouches just in case there is a baby roo in there. And
Oh,
we take them to a sanctuary then, or a
Which people
that
wildlife.
use
is
about the
so
process.
sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, like that was the biggest thing when Australia had them big fires. I was so
Oh,
worried. I
yeah.
wasn't worried about y'all people. I was worried about the kangaroo babies.
But it's
Oh,
the koalas
I
took the brunt of
yeah,
it.
I
Really?
got chills because I live in the bush, and there was so many. Oh my God, we had a fire NATO here.
Mm.
I've
It was
heard.
that severe.
Are you the one that said that? Because I've never heard that before, and then I heard it. You
I
must be
have.
the one.
Oh, them fires were bad.
The whole town almost had to get evacuated, but then because the fires were surrounding us, we had nowhere to go.
Mhm.
So yeah, we couldn't leave because there's an hour away to Canberra, hour away to Goulburn, hour away to the coast. So yeah, it was horrible.
So when I go see you, Kaz, we can go to the beach.
Yeah, there's an hour to the beach. Yeah,
I've got 5 minutes
Yay.
to the beach.
5.
yeah. And
5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh,
I-
Kaz, sorry. I'm going with
I
you.
used to have the beach in my backyard when I lived down the coast.
Yeah.
Down-
I'm right on the coast. Yeah.
on different
miss
sides
it.
of the freaking
Yeah.
country, huh?
Everybody wants to go to the beach, and I'm like, you want to go hiking in the mountains?
Yeah, well, this
I'll
is where
go
we got
hiking in the mountains.
Yeah, here we've got the Shoalhaven River. So that's
Ooh.
beautiful, crystal clear, fresh drinking water. It's gorgeous.
Well, I have the Blue
Yeah.
Ridge Parkway. That's all I got.
I have
I'm
a
at the start of
question,
the Eyre Peninsula.
and it's
and-
off topic. Sorry,
Okay.
Janelle, but I have a question.
No, go for it.
Since I lost all this weight, I really want to dress up for Halloween and go out, right? So, what should I go as? Not a devil, not an angel, not a witch. Come on, people. Give me some good
Morticia.
things.
My daughter said Draculaura
Jackie Laura?
from
Morticia.
Monsters High.
Morticia from the
Oh,
Addams family.
no.
Draculaura is actually super cute, Christy.
Maleficent.
Oh, I love Maleficent. I was listening to Halocine's Maleficent when I went into work today.
Yes, because the freaking headpiece will cover all my gray hair.
Why are you? Listen, gray hair is gorgeous.
Do
I'm
you see the
going
gray hair
gray.
in that picture?
I'm doing
Christy,
natural. I'm going
Christy,
all natural.
do it. Everybody do it. The silver is beautiful. I'm a redhead, so obviously I'm never going to get silver hair. So I'm super jealous. If I get silver hair, it's not going to be natural.
That's all the stress Nevaeh puts me through. That's how come I got all that gray hair. Don't tell her I
That'll
said
do
that,
it. Yeah. Stress does it to you, that's for sure.
Absolutely, it does.
I've
Over
got
the
salt and
last
pepper hair.
Probably
Oh, I
the
love
last
salt and pepper.
15. I have been going grayer and grayer and grayer. But I lost my mum. I lost my marriage at the same time. And yeah. it
Oh,
was fucked up.
no.
Same girl, same.
Yeah, I went through it all.
That's
Wait.
gotta be hard.
I lost my mom right after she helped me escape my ex. I was with him for 10 years. He was a super abuser. And that was one of the last gifts my mother ever gave me was my freedom out of that relationship.
Yeah.
And, it was just one thing after another. When it rains, it pours, and then you just got to like persevere. You got to fight through it. And I feel like, like when people go silver, that's your star. That's your badge. You know what I'm saying? Chrissy, you already know, girl. Don't come to me talking negative about yourself because I will turn it into a whole positive message.
That I've learned, start using purple shampoo once your grey comes in. It sort of tones it a little bit and adds like I don't know, it makes it look better.
Mm-mm.
So
I
once
used
a
to
month.
do that. Yeah,
Purple
I used to do
shampoo.
that when I was blonde. I
Yeah.
used to put the purple. Yeah.
Yeah, blonde to bring out the blonde. If I put it in my gray hair, it's gonna
No,
be
it actually makes it blend better. If it doesn't look so startling, like so grey, and
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
ask BH.
I've been doing that, and honestly, I've noticed a difference. Because I'm never
ask
dyeing my
BH.
hair again.
I'm gonna ask BHB what kind of purple shampoo she uses.
Hers is
Well,
bleached. It wouldn't.
I want to be Jessica Rabbit. Yes, I want to be something sexy since I lost weight and I have a smaller waist.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've definitely got the puppies to wear that. Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Yes, I do not. You guys haven't seen me. Christy knows me. I am literally a boxy, really stocky, skinny.
Put on your
person.
camera.
Hold on, wait. Let me see. How do I do that? Chrissy, I don't know. Okay, hold on.
You
Here
press
we go.
start cam.
Oh, you're
Hey,
gorgeous.
Angela.
Wow.
No, nothing. We have no boobs.
I have got a bra on. I've got boobs. I have boobs. I'm chunky.
I want to be chunky. I want to be chunky. Trust me, it's my life goal. I gained when I
was like,
took 2 years off of the serving. I really don't mean to say this to sound insensitive to anybody that's ever struggled with their weight, but weight issues and body image issues really sit on both sides of the fence. I have been super skinny my entire life. I've had a lot of children. I have literally no stomach.
wow. Oh, amazing.
And I don't work out. I do not eat healthy by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I probably should lay off the biscuits and gravy, but it is what it is. But yeah, my arteries aren't thanking me for it. But I have been so skinny and so like I have a very narrow face and I'm 5'6.5", and it's like I have been 104 pounds and scary skinny, but I eat consistently throughout the day. And I'm a very active person. I have kidney disease, so I have an overactive adrenal gland. And I say a lot, ain't that nice? But I have literally gone to one of my children's parent-teacher conferences in a pair of Hannah Montana jeans. Remember Hannah Montana? Yeah. Miley Cyrus or whatever. And the teacher looks at me and I get it. She's like, I thought her mom was coming. And I was like, I am her mom. Because I shop in the kids department, and don't even talk to me about lingerie. You want to know what my lingerie includes? Monday, My Little Pony Peachy Pie, My Little Pony Elmo on Wednesday. We got this. Kids department.
Wow.
I've got 16-year-olds that are ridiculously curvy. What is
Stunning.
Where were the boob gods when I was born? They thought I was going to be Captain Jack Sparrow. That's what they thought. They were like, okay, you need an iPad. Yo, Pirates Weekend. Don't even get me started. But yes, so to say that I have had so many people literally when I was pregnant look at me and say, hey, you need to gain some. I'm like, I am trying. I was on at one point a 5,000 calorie diet.
Wow.
And just try not eating 2,000 calories and then having to force yourself to eat 5,000 calories in a day. And these aren't just, I wasn't having to just whatever, I'm going to eat some chips and I'm going to get my 200 calories. No. You have to eat proteins and healthy omegas and this and that and this and that. And for me, I didn't have an opportunity to actually gain weight and get to a comfortable place in my life until I stopped serving, which is something I love doing. And I gained so much weight rapidly. And I went from 104 pounds to 136 pounds. And people were like, hey, are you pregnant again? And I was like, don't speak hexes on me, okay? We just got the kid in kindergarten. We're done. That's what happened last time. My baby started kindergarten, and next thing I know, I'm doing a tattoo, and I'm like, ink rejection, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm pregnant. Great. Super. We're doing it all over again. And this little dude was like a little sucker fish, you know, the ones at the Chinese buffet, clean the glass.
Remoras.
Yeah, Gramoras.
Remoras.
Remoras. My daughter is so into fish. So he's 3.5 years. I had to pry him off with a crowbar, stuck to my boobs. And everybody's like, you don't got any boobs. And I'm like, yo, you're right, I don't. But guess what? All my kids are breastfed, and it did the job. That's all I needed.
Right, they still worked.
And I don't have to wear a bra, dude. You know how nice that is? And when
My
it's
mama don't either.
when it's hot outside and I watch my daughter do the lift
Yep.
and tuck, and, she,
And the
and I'm
wine.
like, what if there's no, I can't even lift what am I lifting, my nipple? I don't have boob sweat. There is no problem there. She's stuffing towels underneath her boobs and stuff. Do I feel like jaded because I didn't get boobs? No. Guess what I did get? A winning personality.
You definitely got that.
People-
That's for sure.
People
No,
look me in the eyes.
Best friend Kelly, growing up, she was exactly the same. Could not put on weight. She was so happy with her body post birth. Like that was the happiest she ever was with her body was after she gave birth.
I got
Same
stopped
here.
leaving the hospital one time
Yeah.
with Whisper Grace. So Autumn's younger sister, the next one down, is Whisper. Her name is Whisper, like the Whisper Sea. You're in Australia. You should know about this.
Yeah.
So I did like a thesis paper in high school about the nomadic people that live along this river, and it's WISPERSEE, in case anybody wants to like fact check it. So I wrote this like thesis about it in my literature class, and I just said I'm gonna name my daughter Whisper. Well, when I was leaving the hospital, I'm walking. I've got my baby in her little carrier, you know. I don't know how they do it in the UK or Australia.
Same
Wherever.
thing. You carry your baby out in the car
Yeah,
seat.
right. You get to go, right? I was thinking, hey, we're discharged, we're good. Well, they were coming with a wheelchair because you're supposed to like sit with the baby in your lap in the car seat.
We get to walk.
Why does that makes no sense to me? So I'm walking out and a security guard stops me and it's like, ma'am, I need you to stop right where you were at. And I'm like, what? Now my ex is literally coming down the hallway with my belongings. And I'm like, what's going on? What is going, like, I'm freaking out. I just had a baby. Our hormones are all over the place, right? And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to get to my car. They told me I could go. My husband has my paperwork. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm taking my baby home. He was like, you did not just have a baby. I was like, sir, I promise you, this child, 8 pounds, 13 ounces. Yes, sir, she did. Absolutely. Just pop right out of me. And yes, I did, sir. Here's my wristband. I'm leaving now. Bye-bye. Like, the struggle on your body image, as women especially, we struggle. My husband has told me so many times, because we have these really ridiculously, I don't know, weird conversations.
Yep.
And I was telling him, I was like, just imagine if you were a woman in the public service industry and you got hit on all the time and people just looked at you like this. And he was like, you're right. Imagine being in a woman's body and literally not having the freedom to take your shirt off when it's hot. And I was like, yeah, yo, by the way, my husband's a special breed of man.
You haven't met my own
He's a child in an adult's body, yes, as my daughter said, but he's also very, very smart when it comes to the uptake. You drop the hints, he picks them up.
Oh, mine's not as clever on that one.
He's not, look, he's still a couple fries short in the other places. I mean, there's other things that, like, I just don't understand why he has to back into every parking space, even when it's more work. Or why he doesn't understand that socks don't go on top of the freezer.
Yeah.
Ended up with a frozen, dirty sock in my freezer one day. It was great.
Yeah.
Like, why did this happen again? Because socks go on top of the refrigerator. Why? we just don't. Well, he makes up for it, but he just to know, like, people don't understand what it's like to be somebody else. And unless you make the conscious decision to say, hey, I don't understand what you personally have experienced, and I can compare what I've been to your experiences. But if you start at like the base of things, like where everybody is like relatable, like no person born, I don't care how amazing of parents or how terrible your parents are, you as an individual, I have told my children since they were born in the womb, like, you're beautiful, you're special, you're unique. But the struggles that my children have had to face in their lives, those are their own struggles, and I can do nothing but validate them and say, you're right. Your feelings, your experiences are real. And we all, no matter what shape you are, no matter whatever disfigurement or weight issues or mental health issues that we all, have, you have to understand we're human beings of the same value. The same value. It's like tossing pennies into a wishing well. We're all still pennies. Every wish mattered, right? And when you look into a wishing well, does anybody ever say, hey, that wish was worth more because it was a quarter? No, especially not the bums that are taking the money, right?
Right.
They're taking it all. They don't care. It's all worth it.
Exactly.
So we as humans,
100%. Yeah, you are 100% correct there.
I just don't want anybody to look at their body, look at their, I mean, you don't stay in a perfect condition. You know what I'm saying? Like, I recently raised some monarch caterpillars around the time that Avriel, my cousin that I met Christy through, went missing. I had just received them the day before I found out that Avriel was missing. I was out here checking on the caterpillars when I saw the post that my cousin's ex-wife had made. And through that experience, I found my own peace even before we had reached the point we're at now, where we're like, we found her body, we know basically what happened, and we have had a service for her life, and now the next chapter is starting, and there's no telling how long that chapter is going to be. But I watched these caterpillars that start out as they look like little maggots. It's gross.
Yeah.
And then they turn into these cool little tiny little tiny stripy things with little horns. And it's like, oh, look at this little devil bug. He's so cute. And then they just eat and poop. Until you keep a caterpillar in a tent, you would never imagine how much it makes me second guess dropping something on the ground and just wiping it off real quick. I need to wash this.
Yeah, I know.
The caterpillar poop is probably everywhere if it's near your bushes. Promise you. It's gross. Green little alien turds. So good time for that. But you watch them grow, and then they become these huge caterpillars that are just phenomenally beautiful, like almost green and yellow, chartreuse and black. And then they climb up the wall of the tent, they hang on the top, and you think, oh goodness, Here, hold on. This is the picture my daughter wants me to show you of one of, that's Monica. Nope. That's
Wow.
Rachel.
I remember when you let them go when after y'all found Avery's body.
Yes. And
Oh.
it was just so crazy because you see it, it's like, okay, once you finally get used to this weird little scrunchy, crazy colored bug, it climbs up and then it hangs upside down like a candy cane. And you're like, okay, what are you doing? But I literally got to see and witness this bug turn itself into goo inside of its own skin.
Yeah.
And then suck up and turn into like a husk. I have it in a little box, a little husk of a caterpillar skin. And then there's this amazing chrysalis that is formed. And you can see if you shine your light on it, there is just a dollop at the top. And then to watch it like turn opaque and then turn black. And then within moments of one day, I brought the cage in and I watched one of these caterpillars emerging from its chrysalis. Missy calls it a Chrysler. They're taking that great ride in the Chrysler to come into the world and then just be. It wasn't there. And it was so symbolic for me because you as a person, we go through these weird phases that to someone else, it doesn't make sense, but it's strangely beautiful. And then we turn into something that is just a phenomenon. We as human beings, in all of our awkward, weird, I have an extra tooth, you see it? Like we are all these crazy, weird creatures that nobody really understands it, but we all go through this same experience to evolve into the people that our soul is destined to be. I don't care what faith you believe in, your soul and any religion is of the utmost importance. Your energy, your love, your light, your experience is validatable and important. You matter. Your body, the experiences, the gray hairs, the stretch marks, the crazy tattoos, the scar you got from Aunt Betty backing into you with an ashtray. Who knows what it is? Getting kicked up the ass by a kangaroo. That's your story. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the thing that
like that too.
it makes you you.
Yeah,
it makes you who you are.
Absolutely does.
You know, it's
100%.
a beautiful part of our existence. It's what makes our lives matter. And in the experiences that I've had most recently, losing my cousin, her life was 20 years. That was it. She left behind just a baby and a slew of people that love her. But she had these experiences that none of us would ever hear the stories of. And those things were ripples in a pond like rain. It happened. It mattered whether anybody saw it, whether it mattered to anyone else or not. It's your soul's raindrop. That's what I hold on to. I don't want people to look at their bodies or their situations or their conditions in a way that says, this is a negative thing about me. No, it's not. It's one of the better things about you because it is the avenue of growth.
Yes.
You have a path where you can grow your soul. If you're facing adversity in something, it's an opportunity to grow the things that are needed to be grown in your life. And I choose to look at life that way because I've lost a lot of people. I have faced situations and things that everybody here has gone through. We've all been through these experiences and traumas, and you need to know that those things matter. Your experiences matter. The way you appear and grow and are is beautiful and important. You're just beautiful magic. And I just don't even. I'm gonna turn my camera off because I'm like,
Christy,
Huh?
she is 100% right.
I'm gonna turn my camera off because I'm looking at my big forehead right now.
Oh, talking about like
Body
like are
positivity.
you, yeah, and then
Yes.
she could talk about her forehead.
But I am broke out because it's that time of the month for me, which,
That
then I get
sucks.
these little zits on my forehead and I'm like, why is it so big?
Okay. On that note, I am going to eat dinner because I have not eaten all day and it's 8:30 p.m.
And your sugar is probably all out of whack. Christy, go eat. I love you.
To do?
Huh?
Yeah, I gotta go too. I gotta go pick up my daughter from
Yeah.
school.
Be
So I'll
safe.
get down. I'll get down now and say good night to you, beautiful, lovely ladies, and good afternoon to you, Joe.
Yeah, you have
And
a great
yeah, we'll catch up soon. Love talking
Absolutely.
to you. Love you,
Yeah.
Bye,
girls.
Kaz. Love you.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks, Angela. It's been lovely
Good
to meet you.
night.
All right. See ya.
Love and
Bye.
light.
Bye, Janelle. Bye, Angela.
Bye.
Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. Love you too. I'm tired. Okay. I'm ending it here. I hope y'all have a nice night. And please hit that thumbs up button for me. Thanks. Bye.